Hi, welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream Podcast. How are you?
Classified ads. Classified ads. Good, bad, indifferent. We've saved a lot of money on the classified ads. Trailer hitch, instead of $250, got it used for $100. It's good. And then there are the other ones. Watch. Now this one just makes me sad.
Why? It's very pretty. Look at that.
Yeah, but that's the ad is 3 days old.
Oh, yeah.
And
so these are free balloons? Is this a free balloon?
This is a freebie.
Isn't that nice? Except for buying now 3 days later, that's...
Kind of sad. It's like people actually have to hold it up as you go under, which is kind of like at the fair buying a balloon on a stick. It's just not.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Now I thought this was a bargain. This is a sectional.
It's like playing Tetris with furniture.
Maybe they just didn't set it up right.
Maybe the cats are playing Tetris. Maybe they have a much greater strength than we imagined.
Maybe it smells like cats.
Ooh,
okay.
That's the best kind.
All right, now this one I'm excited about. This one is not free.
Okay.
Because it's a bridge.
What? How much did...
Okay, so let's think about this.
That's a bridge.
Someone has a gully. Someone has a ravine. A ravine.
That's a very short bridge.
And, well, okay. They have a crevasse, much narrower.
Many of us with that crevasse problem in our backyards would be grateful to have this bridge.
Living in France, where crevasses happen.
This is true. How much do they want for the bridge?
This is actually about $6,000.
Oh, and then you get to hire all the heavy equipment to bring said bridge to the crevasse.
Yeah, but then you get to walk across to the other part of your property past the crevasse of death.
Because that is something so many of us worry about.
Now, this is what I thought was really interesting.
Okay.
Is the block of concrete.
I'm right? That's just a block of concrete.
Yeah, but I think what's important is that they have a memeasuring tape on it.
So you know how long.
Because you don't want a really small
you
thing.
Want a short block
you
of
want
concrete.
The full 36-inch block. And the only thing this makes me think of is tetherball. Because that's how they anchor the pole.
So maybe they just sawed off the tetherball pole, and there it is for you.
And but if you're looking for a chunk of concrete,
that would go where?
This would be next to your other one. I don't know.
Maybe you have a concrete chunk sculpture garden.
This is the sad. This is a sad one. This is a sad
In other words, it's too heavy. Oh.
Someone didn't go to a rave. Because this is a part of a collection of rave clothing that has never been worn.
That is like a see-through cellophane piece of skirt.
I think it's lined with lace and such.
You can see the pattern of the
I think the important thing is that there is a sense of disappointment.
Like there was potential here that is now lost.
Right.
My dreams have been crushed.
Exactly.
Of wearing my plasticine see-through skirt at the rave.
So instead, I'm just going to go to church.
I just may as well. And I'm not even going to make my bed to show it. I'm just, there it is.
Now, just to show the adventure that some of the classifieds have, there's a sense of mystery.
What is
stuff?
What are they giving away?
Stuff in the bag.
Is it the boots? No, it's just the bag of things.
The yellow thing looks like a funnel.
They're offering you, is this free or are they charging you for this?
This is free.
Come get a bag of free things.
Or as I like to call it, take out my trash. If you would. Now, there are some other mysterious things and maybe there's ill intent on this one, but I like to call this my husband is away at work.
Oh,
classified.
Man. Are those Star Wars figures?
I'm not sure, but I think they are. I think they're stormtroopers.
Those are stormtroopers.
Right.
Ooh, it's a whole Star Wars thing set up.
And I think the guy's partner has decided
I've had enough.
It's enough. I want the den back.
You know, and God bless them, they've laid them all out via troop and order, which I think is beautiful.
Right.
How much do they want for this whole massive thing?
$75.
Wow.
Which isn't enough to hire a lawyer for the divorce, which I find odd. I saved the best for last.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not sure how you're going to top the concrete chunk, but I'm here.
And when I saw this, I have to tell you, At first, I was mystified.
What is
Exactly. What is that?
that?
And then, for $75, by the way, that, my friends,
$75?
is an adult swing.
Wait. Someone is selling their used adult.
No. Don't be crass. Don't be crass. So it's an adult swing. There's a lot of Velcro and harnessing going on here.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it has never been used.
Is that what they said?
That's what they said.
So I'm just curious, why is it out of the packaging then?
I have no idea, but now that feels gross.
It's a used adult swing. They had a lot of offers for the adult swing for $75.
It's still out. It's been out for a while.
Yeah,
I just can't imagine, like on Thanksgiving, Grandma comes over and say, "Granny, you want to swing?"
It's ergonomic.
It's ergonomic.
Or something.
$75.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never.
used adult
Yeah, you're right
swing.
about the packaging. Well,
they-
there you go. This is some of the stuff you see on the classifieds.
I can't help but feel offended by this.
I'm not sure I'm offended.
All right, there's a
I don't even know what we're talking about.
brand new study by Wallet Hub, and it is the least sinful states and the most sinful states.
Okay, where should we go first?
Well, it's a given. What do you think the most sinful states are?
Nevada.
Bingo. Now, this one surprised me.
One.
Texas was number 2.
Num.
I would have thought that it'd be California, but Florida was after that, then California, and then Georgia. Georgia's a sinful state? I've
Must
been to
be
Georgia
the humidity.
many times. Now, this was ranked on a lot of different things. The lowest amount of drinking, percentage of immorality, like crimes per capita, health,
Yeah,
drug
yeah.
and alcohol use, gambling, birth rates.
So where do we sit on the big
You would
list?
think we would be like number 1 for least sinful, right? Like
Right.
a given, like that's
Right.
obvious.
Right.
You know where we fell through was on exercise. Too few of us exercise to really put us into, because I guess healthy exercise is part of the non-sinful state. But
Oh, gluttony.
The least-
I get it now.
the
Okay.
least sinful state was actually Vermont, because of, I guess, all that farming and cheese. Wyoming was number 2.
Least populated.
I guess that they had less room to sin.
Less other people to sin with.
Exactly. Then Idaho, Maine.
Maine, you can't find anybody. You're in
You wanted to
you're
say.
in the woods.
We were actually number 8. I thought we would be number
We're
1.
number 8.
I'm not going to lie. I thought we would be number 1 hands down.
All right, so knock it off. Whatever you're thinking about doing right now,
We're
don't do it.
slipping here, people. We're slipping.
Don't
I'm a
do
little
it.
disappointed in you.
This is a little sad. Growing up and being a scout, a Boy Scout, Eagle with a palm, Order of the Arrow, did the whole works.
At 14, he was only 14.
Did the whole thing. Well, the BSA, the Boy Scouts of America, just filed Chapter 11 for bankruptcy. And this is a story that's been going on for a while. And then I read these comments about, well, transgender, that's what...
And they're letting girls in.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that,
No,
that was a
no,
last-ditch
no.
desperation thing.
What happened is that what they're facing is lawsuits about molestation.
Multiple lawsuits.
Molestation by people who worked with the Boy Scouts at the troop level, and they knew about it and they didn't do anything about it.
Sometimes
then-
they would move those leaders to just other troops.
Or they wouldn't keep track of them, and they would just go and work at another troop and do the same thing over and over again, just leaving a wake of victims behind them, having to deal with that the rest of their lives. Their comment is the BSA cares deeply about these victims of abuse and sincerely apologizes to anyone who has been harmed during their time in scouting. We are outraged that there have been times when individuals took advantage of our programs. First of all, I will say this.
They get bonus points for apologizing. They do.
But they didn't take advantage of the system. The system didn't set itself up to protect the kids. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, they are selling off properties. The Boy Scouts of America own a lot of properties, a lot
Tons
of
of
camps,
properties.
a lot of different things. And they're selling it off because they are facing thousands and thousands and thousands of court cases right now. And they're trying to get to a settlement situation, so they're going to liquidate a lot of property. Leave it there. All right, I am going to tell you now.
Now, this was a technological miracle.
Don't ruin it. So Voyager, is it Voyager 2? Voyager 2 was launched 4 decades ago. And
Has it really been that long?
And they just launched it and they went, go for it. And for 4 decades, it's been going for it.
It's been pinging,
Yeah.
sending images back.
No, actually it didn't. It stopped. And they was like, okay, but it's still going. So the engineers sat down and they went, maybe we can do something about this. And so they worked it out. Now, to send a message, it was still alive, but it just wasn't recording data and sending it back. So they sent a message to it, which takes 17 hours to get there at the speed of messaging.
I'm expecting more like 17 years, so I'm impressed.
17. And then get a response. So it's about 36 hours round trip.
Once again, that's still pretty good.
So it's like, hi there. And it comes back, how are you doing? 36 hours later. So how far this is out of our solar system. They're gone. 1.6, ready? Billion miles away, and the scientists and technicians fixed it.
No way. They fixed it.
They
fixed it remotely when it was billions of miles away.
And I'm pissed when my remote doesn't work on my TV, which is 15 feet. 1.6 billion miles, and they fixed it, and it is now working again and sending back data and information.
From that far away.
So next time your IT guy goes, or girl goes, guy, woman, says, I don't know, I just can't do it, I can't do it.
Just bring that one up. Mm-hmm.
So if you're hiring someone, look for NASA on their references, because they are amazing. How amazing is that? All right.
Hey, we have a really cool cake giveaway from Nothing But Cakes, and if you haven't had the glory of their cream cheese frosting recently, then maybe this is a good time to remember, how good it is. So if you'd like to enter to win and you've suffered this far into the podcast, all you have to do is just say the word cake.
Because we're at number 8 anyway on the sinful list.
So let's take it down to 9, people. Just say cake and we'll be giving away the cake tonight. But finally, for Tell Me Something Good, I thought this was an amazing thing.
Okay, good.
There's been so many times that I've talked to other moms, and when you're down and you're really talking to each other, then the truth comes out, and you say, everyone else's life looks so perfect on Facebook, and I feel like I'm a failure. Mine isn't as beautiful as theirs, and I'm not taking my kids on cruises and doing enrichment activities.
Ours is a dumpster on fire. I just want you to
You know the painful truth.
with badgers involved, rabid badgers, dumpster fire, us.
But there's a terrible moment, and I think every one of us as parents has experienced it, where it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you feel completely alone. That there's nobody to help you, and you've got a crying baby, and you're crying, and everything's overwhelming. And this is exactly what was happening to a Utah mom. Shannon Bird, this was down in Alpine. It was 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
Now, this is a woman with 5 kids and an infant, and she traditionally nurses, but she had run out. She didn't have any breast milk.
Oh, no.
It's 2:30 in the morning. Her husband is gone. He's somewhere else. He's out of town or anything. She starts calling neighbors because she's got to get formula for this baby. The baby is sobbing.
So to replace...
An infant, yeah.
Okay.
If she can't nurse, she's got to get some formula. And an infant can't just wait till the next morning when you have time.
Oh, poor baby.
Everybody's asleep. And she's crying because she can't get a hold of anyone. And finally she calls 911. Now, traditionally, if I heard this, I'd be like, the wacky story of the mom.
Right.
No, think about the desperation where you're completely alone and you have nobody to call.
I think that's more than justified.
It's heartbreaking. So she's talking to the dispatcher saying, my husband's out of town. My other 5 kids are sleeping. The dispatcher says she can hear the baby just wailing in the background. And so 2 of the police officers said, we'll go right out. And they went to 7-Eleven, brought Helen and milk, God bless them, and went over to the house. And she went,
They get formula?
No, they got milk.
Okay.
And she said, no, and they went, okay, I understand. And one of the other police officers said, guys, he went down and he found an open store, and he picked up the same formula that his wife had been using with their newborn. And he goes, I know this one's really good for sensitive stomachs, so I thought even if they have to transfer over, then this would be okay for the baby.
Wow.
And this was incredible. So they came back and they said, this is they said, she apologized and said how dumb this was, and they said, this is exactly why we got into what we do, because we were supposed to help people.
Right.
And even though this seems like such a profoundly small thing, these guys went out with their own money, and they bought formula at 2:30 in the morning to make sure that this baby was okay. I think that's
Perfectly.
that kind of incredible kindness.
Wonderfulness.
Everything I want to
Yeah.
be. That's
Yeah.
everything I want to
Mrs.
be.
Alpine? Mm-hmm. All right, very good.
We love you guys.
Good job. So anyway, thanks for watching the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
Don't forget about the cake. Just say cake in the comments.
So we can do that, move that up the sin list.
Maybe we can come up with some new sins just so we can keep ratcheting downward.
It's okay just to go, I give up. It's fine. That's my goal for 2020. Giving up. I'm going to shoot for the middle. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next time on the Todd and Erin Daily Stream. I wish I had cake right now.